Well, hello, dear. Well, I see you're already getting into the Christmas spirit.
Look at the size of these diamonds.
Let me see. I wonder how much it's worth.
That's probably worth a lot. Where'd you find it?
Right beside Lucy's fighter, almost under it. It's covered with sediment, so it's probably been down there a pretty long time. And his fighter's practically brand new, so it must have come from somewhere else.
You know, the craftsmanship is exquisite. It's definitely an antique.
Yes, it is. I'm gonna go back down and see what else I can find.
Okay. Good luck.
Yeah, I'll need it.
Don't stay down too long.
No, I won't.
Sam, find anything on my boat yet?
Now, Sam found that while sifting through debris around your freighter. Could that have been a part of some shipment? Archaeological dig of some sort?
Well, the freighter was empty, but a find like this could certainly help bail me out of my financial crisis.
Well, why don't you keep it? I'm not sure what it's worth, but Sam found it while she was working for you.
It's not mine.
Yeah, but it was found right next to your freighter, and it'd still be lying there if it hadn't sunk, so you could use it a lot more than we could right now. I'm sure Sam would agree.
What are you doing with my tiara? You know, this is a salvage operation, not a treasure hunt.
We found that right under Nicholas's boat.
Yeah, covered with sediment.
Doesn't make it yours.
I searched the whole area and there aren't any more tiaras. But there is a lot of stuff that I can salvage off your boat, and if you give me the tiara, I can sell it and use the money to hire divers and more equipment for the job.
All right, you're on. Let me know what you find.
I will. Thank you.
See you later.
All right.
Well, that ought to pay for quite a few divers.
Forget that, Jax. Look at what else I found down there.
You're amazingly consistent, Tracy. You should write a book. How to make your children despise you in 10 easy steps.
Emily, I have a surprise for you.
A good one, I hope.
Well, I happen to think so. Guess who's back in town from Princeton?
Oh.
Taylor Farnsworth. And he's had a crush on you for a long time, and I told him to come over tomorrow.
Emily and I have plans tomorrow.
Listen, young man, listen. If you gave one damn about my granddaughter, you would knock off this ridiculous engagement. The Cassadines are broke. Farnsworth's company just made it into the Fortune 500.
Grandfather, we have been through this. I love Nicholas.
How many times does she have to repeat herself?
Alan, I am only thinking of Emily's best interests, and Taylor's a very nice young man.
The only thing you're thinking about is getting your hands on his money.
You can't live on love, Alan.
Nicholas and I won't need to. We're perfectly capable of supporting ourselves.
I fully intend to provide a comfortable home for your granddaughter.
And I'll be working too in a few years.
Oh, listen to the two of you. You are so full of these impractical hopes and dreams.
You're such a cynical old fool. Hopes and dreams are good.
Alan, if you were any kind of a parent, you would make Emily face reality.
If I parented like you mean I'd be bullying her into submission.
No, it's discipline.
Okay, can we drop this? And trim the tree.
No, now one more thing that I want to...
No more things. Emily's trying to make some peace here in the house. Give her the honor of that, please.
Oh, for Pete's sake, Alan. This whole idea is preposterous. You know that.
Grandfather, if you don't like it, don't come to the wedding.
Emily, dear, you just got out of a marriage to Xander. You're on the rebound.
Emily and I are going to spend the rest of our lives together, okay? With or without your approval.
Oh, me, what do young people know about the rest of their lives?
You and Mother were the same age when you got married.
Now, that's totally different, Alan.
You know, my father's right. He's just trying to save you a whole lot of misery and a messy divorce.
Nicholas and I love each other.
That's what they all say.
All right. If y'all can't stop harassing Emily, we're going to go ahead and go now.
All right, Luke, tell the truth if you can. Why exactly are you escorting me to this family function?
Purely out of the goodness of my heart.
Oh, God, why do I even bother?
Oh, come on, really. I'm not here for any other reason than to give you moral support.
As As long as you can get something out of it. Isn't that right, Luke? Like, gee, I don't know, massaging each and every Quartermain ego so they'll dump whatever money they have left at your casino and then go on to tell all their rich friends at the country club. Isn't that right?
Oh, I like the way you think. That's good. That's good. Let's go do it.
You know something, young man? You come in here and
Edward, you salty trained old walrus. House tricks.
Oh, God, what fresh hell is this? Don't we have enough problems going on without you showing up?
He's my guest.
And technically, you are, in fact, a guest, so why don't you both consider yourselves uninvited?
Hey, Tracy, put a sock in it. Sky's my daughter. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about adopting her legally.
I doubt you'll go through with it now that you're penniless.
Okay, everybody, the Christmas tree's ready to be decorated.
Finally.
You're not going to insist on putting up that nasty little train set, are you?
So, Spencer, what sort of larceny do you have in mind this time?
Oh, tonight. Merely the legal kind, Edward.
Are you sure you want to leave?
Honestly, I can't get out of here fast enough.
I know your grandfather loves you. I should have just ignored him, but I can't stand the way he talks to you.
Oh, it's all right. I love that you defended me.
But you organized the whole tree decorating thing, and, you know.
Oh, we'll have our own.
Let's go get a tree right now. Yeah, we'll get one, take it back to Windermere. I mean, if this is the last Christmas I spend there, I want to spend it with you.
Ms. Davis, I'm Bartholomew Cody. I'm here to apply for the butler's position.
Very nice to meet you. Actually, it's more like a major domo because we'll be reducing our staff size, so the new butler will be taking on extra duties without any additional pay, which is why the last one quit.
Oh, well, I think it's very smart to be economical during these troubled times.
So this isn't a problem for you?
No, I'm very good at multitasking. In addition to being a butler, I've also been a bodyguard, and I'm very good around boats, so I could do triple duty. Butler, bodyguard, and launch pilot.
Emily, Nicholas, this is Mr. Cody. He's interested in becoming our new butler.
Really? Why would you want to work way out on what is, for all intents and purposes, a deserted island?
Well, actually, it's Port Charles that I'm really interested in.
May I ask why?
My daughter and I are estranged, unfortunately, and she recently moved to the area, and I wanted to be closer in the event that we could rekindle our relationship.
Oh.
And, of course, a man has to make a living.
Of course. I think there's a little more to it, though.
These are my references. I'd be more than willing to work on a trial basis. With time to get to know me, perhaps I can dispel the young man's suspicions.
Forgive me, I didn't mean to be rude. I'm just I'm going through a cynical phase right now. You ready? Mm-hmm. Ready? It's your call. Whatever you decide is fine with me.
Enjoy your walk.
I can assure you my only ulterior motive in applying for this job is to be close to my daughter. That desire will not affect or intrude upon whatever is expected of me in this job.
I appreciate that, Mr. Cody. I really do. And you should know that I am indeed going to check all of your references within an inch of their life. I know how easy they are to forge.
I'm not worried.
Good. My nephew and his fiancée will probably be really cold when they get back, so maybe you'd like to make a pot of tea for them.
Does that mean I have the job?
It means you're on trial. What are you doing?
Oh, miss, I was wondering if I would be expected to polish the furniture. That desk is definitely in need of attention.
You know, my nephew Nicholas, his instincts are very good, and I tend to give them a lot of weight. He was suspicious of you 5 minutes after meeting you. Now I'm thinking, A, he is trying too hard, or B, he's just blatantly snooping.
Call 911.
It's Sam McCall. We found her collapsed on the shore.
She's been in the water too long.
Is she going to live?
I can barely feel a pulse.
I need a medevac helicopter on Spoon Island.
Sam, wake up. It's Nicholas.
It's Emily. Can you hear us?
Courage.
It's okay. You're safe.
Ship. Courage.
What about the courage?
Down there.
Sam, stay awake. Stay awake. Talk to us. What ship? What about a ship? Sam?
She's right here. Her name is Sam McCall, and we found her on shore.
I wonder what she was trying to say. How you feeling?
Much better, thanks.
Good.
You know, maybe you should have let the paramedics take you to the hospital.
Really, I don't want to waste anyone's time or anything. I just need to get warmed up, and no offense, tea is not going to cut it. Maybe whiskey, if you have any.
Where's the butler, anyway?
I don't know. Now that you mentioned it, I haven't seen him for a while.
We don't keep whiskey at the bar. We keep it in the kitchen.
Look, I really don't want to put anyone out, so don't worry about it.
No, it's okay.
That's what butlers are for.
Sam, what did you do to yourself?
Not as bad as it looks, really.
Are you feeling okay? You feeling faint at all?
No,
Maybe we should get you to the hospital.
no, really, I'm fine. Listen, I just, I'm a little lightheaded. You know, it's the least I deserve for staying under way too long.
You know, when I agreed to let you salvage my freighter, I didn't intend for you to do all the work for yourself, and I certainly didn't mean for you to risk your life.
Nicholas, I'm a pro. This is what I do. And why are you staring at me?
I'm sorry. I was just thinking about something you said when you were in and out of consciousness.
Yeah.
I said something?
Yeah, you kept talking about courage?
Yeah, like courage, like it had something to do with a ship, maybe?
A ship. Courage. You know what? I think I know what that's about. I was under really long, and I knew I was kind of in trouble because I had a really bad moment down there. And my dad used to have this saying, and he used to say, "Courage is enough." And I just kept saying it over and over in my head, and then I lost consciousness, and I was out of it.
But that doesn't explain the ship.
I must have been talking about Nicholas's freighter.
Well, I'm very impressed by your survival skills. You seem like a very resourceful woman. All right, spill it. You look like you're about to burst.
Okay. Sam's explanation doesn't track.
I know.
When she was half conscious, she didn't seem to be equating courage with virtue.
No, I agree. It sounded like she meant a ship named Courage, right?
Yeah, and that's what's so weird, Nicholas. Hundreds of years ago, the Quartermains owned a ship called the Courage, and it disappeared and was presumed lost. Family legend says the Courage was carrying priceless treasure. So, Dr. Meadows says you're okay?
Yeah, she said the pregnancy's going great. Other than the fact that Rick thinks he's the father.
Elizabeth, I thought you were going to tell him.
I made the mistake of trying to tell Xander first, and it just wasn't happening. I mean, there's no way he can have a child in his life right now.
Well, what about Rick?
I tried telling him too, but he was so excited about our baby. I literally could not get the words out, but I am not going to let him believe this lie.
Well, would you let me tell Rick for you?
Tell me what?
Mr. Quartermain?
Oh, Emily's at the hospital.
Oh, man, I thought I was supposed to meet her here.
Well, obviously you were mistaken. Or you just need an excuse to come here.
Okay. Do you know anything about a ship named the Courage?
Who wants to know?
Well, Emily had mentioned it, and I just thought the story was...
Oh, God, you are so hard up for cash that you're going to go look for sunken treasure, huh?
What, was there treasure on board?
Supposedly.
What do you think?
Well, we think that Constance was sailing to America with her brother Percival. And he was going to open up a shipping company. And he had on his ship a fortune in ancient coins that he wanted to use as collateral. And Constance was engaged to marry a Spanish nobleman, and the ship was loaded with jewels, and most of them belonging to Constance's fiancé. Anyway, the pirates found out about it, and they sank the ship. Percival and most of the crew managed to make it to the shore, but everyone else died.
Was the treasure ever found?
If there was a treasure. You see, if Percival was like some of the Quartermains, he was prone to exaggerate.
What about Constance?
Supposedly, she drowned wearing her wedding tiara.
Everything's fine with the baby. There's nothing to worry about.
That's what you wanted to tell me.
Okay. Emily thinks it's a boy.
Yeah, it's just superstition.
Well, I'd be thrilled if it was a boy.
Yeah, well, nothing's official, so let's not talk about it.
Look, Emily, I know how important Elizabeth is to you. And I also know how you feel about me, so I hope we can get past this.
Well, all that matters to me is that Elizabeth and the baby are healthy and loved.
That's all that matters to me as well.
Hope it all turns out.
Thanks, Em.
Okay. I'll call you later. Bye.
I think I got a few fences to mend there.
Give her time. She's just overprotective. That's what makes her such a good friend. I've got to get to the studio.
Yeah, we will. We just got to make a little stop first.
Why? Where are we going?
You'll see.
Honey, I've got a lot of work to do. I really need to get
I'm not going to take anything but yes for an answer.
Look, young man, here's something you might be interested in. Look, this is Constance Quartermain, 1 month before she sailed for America. Satisfied?
Is this the tiara here?
If she'd kept that damn thing hidden and not told anybody about the jewel, she'd have been fine. But no, she wanted the whole world to know. That's how the pirates found out about it.
So then it was a planned raid?
If you believe the story. It seems that the pirate captain, Blackthorn, he was in love with Constance, and he wanted to steal her and the jewels off the ship. But he accidentally sank the ship and died trying to save her.
Quite a story.
Mm-hmm. I've also heard that the two of them were planning to sail off into the sunset with the jewels. You see, Quartermain women have always had a taste for crooks and thieves.
Do you know where the ship actually sank?
Why are you so interested in all this?
Well,
Nicholas.
Baby.
What, you didn't expect to find him here, huh?
Oh, well, we must have just gotten our wires crossed.
Oh, my God. You have her lying already to her family.
Well, you lie to your family all the time.
And with damn good reason, young lady. Tell your boyfriend to find his own treasure, hmm?
The treasure?
That's right. Which belongs to... You ready for this?
Yeah.
Constance Quartermain.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I
know. Check out that tiara.
I have. I held it in my hand.
But that same tiara?
Exactly the same tiara. Which means it must have come from the Courage. See, I think Sam found the wreck when she was trying to salvage my freighter.
Wow. Can you imagine? A treasure lost hundreds of years ago could save my family now.
We don't even know if there really is a treasure. I mean, the tiara could be it, you know?
Well, if there's more, the Quartermains will want it. They'll say it was theirs to begin with.
You think they would consider a 50-50 split?
I doubt it.
Oh, I wish it didn't matter. I wish I was as rich as the day you met me.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, you have at least as much right to it as the Quartermains.
Can you convince them of that?
No, I can try.
Well, if I were Blackthorn the pirate and you were Constance, then we could just sail away.
Oh, I wish we could do that now.
Yeah.
Well, Blackthorn gave up his life for Constance. Would you give up your life for me?
Yes. Would you for me?
Definitely. But I'd pack a few life jackets just in case. One for me, one for you, and one for the treasure.
I love you.
I love you too.
Alan told me.
Because my father told me.
I got an email.
No one knows who called this meeting?
You called it, didn't you, Tracy?
Don't look at me.
What are you trying to pull?
All right, I called the meeting.
Why?
Are you all right?
Oh, thank God. You canceled the engagement.
Will you just let her speak?
You're pregnant, aren't you? That baby is not a real
Back
Quartermain.
off, Tracy.
Okay, this is about money. You all know the story of Constance Quartermain. She was lost when the ship she was on was sunk by pirates.
A diver working for me found the ship that Constance was on, the Courage, and it's underneath my freighter.
What about the cargo? There was supposed to be a fortune in gold and jewels.
A tiara has been retrieved, but I have good reason to believe that there's more treasure to be found.
And Nicholas and I have agreed to split the treasure 50-50.
So that's why you were pumping me for information, so you could rob me blind.
And why should the Cassidines get 50% of this treasure?
Technically, while the gold and the silver belongs to the Quartermains, the jewels belong to Constance's Spanish fiancé.
So then we're all thieves?
No, that treasure belongs to the Quartermains.
Well, I think half a treasure is better than no treasure at all.
We need the money.
Of course you do, thanks to your son, the drunken embezzler.
And the Cassidines are willing to pay for all the expense of the search?
Yeah, that's not a problem.
This is a bad idea. Why won't any of you admit it?
You know, Nicholas and Emily have found a way to compromise, and I think we should give it a try.
Oh, God, Tracy, you've never been willing to compromise in your life.
Why don't we put it to a vote? Everyone in favor of a 50-50 split, raise your hand.
Well, I think for Emily, fine.
I agree.
Well, I'm all for supporting Emily, but why do I have this sinking feeling that Tracy has a deal working on the side?
And why are you always so critical of your mother?
Over my dead body.
You've been outvoted, grandfather.
Obviously. Not that it matters, but you still haven't found the treasure, and I doubt that you ever will.
Please don't make everything so difficult.
Look, young lady, if you want to throw your life away with some Cassidine pirate, there's nothing I can do about it.
You're impossible, but I love you anyway, grandfather.
Oh, come on, don't get sentimental on me. Come on.
Thanks for setting up the vote, Tracy.
Fair is fair.
Can't wait to tell grandmother.
This is so wrong. Why can't any of you see it?
And why did you set up that vote?
50-50 sounds kind of steep to me.
It's a hell of a lot more than we have right now.
Why in the hell are we going along with Nicholas Cassidine?
We're not, but why warn him?
Were you lying to him?
Well, no, there's a surprise.
Nobody has a right to that treasure but the Quartermains. I'm not sharing a penny.
I beg your pardon, Tracy. You mean we're not sharing a penny?
It won't be easy to reach, but the treasure is there. Woo! And it's ours.
As soon as we get the right equipment to bring it up.
We're rich. We are filthy rich, and we have a fortune. I can't believe it.
You mean I have a fortune?
Shouldn't you and your prince be roasting chestnuts or something festive?
While you steal the treasure right out from under us?
We are filthy rich. We have a fortune.
You mean I have a fortune?
I found that ship.
I paid for the search.
No, you paid me to salvage your freighter. I'm the one who uncovered a wreck that everyone else has missed for the past 300 years. That treasure's mine to share with whoever I want. Right, Jax?
I have never understood my family's bias against me. I do something bad, they hate me. I do something good, they don't believe me.
Why are you trying to sell the family on a 50-50 split with the Castines?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, you can't possibly think it's a good idea.
I don't see that we have a choice. Your pirate prince has walked us right to the end of the gangplank.
What do you have to gain?
Half a treasure.
Split with the rest of the family.
The Quartermains had 300 years to find that treasure, and they couldn't do it. What's wrong with settling for a percentage?
Are you sure it's that simple?
I have an idea. Why don't you worry about your prince and getting into college, and I'll worry about my father. We'll let Alan and Monica worry about each other, and how about we don't worry about Ned at all, because whatever I do, it's going to be wrong as far as he's concerned.
You really want to help me, don't you?
Maybe I'm not the avaricious monster my family thinks I am.
You're a lot more than that.
Thank you.
You're an excellent con artist and a world-class liar.
The courage doesn't belong to Sam.
It doesn't belong to you either.
Sam agreed to work on spec.
Well, that doesn't give her a legal right to the treasure.
Well, you at least are a finder's fee.
Finder's fee? No, you can forget it. That wreck and everything in it belongs to me.
Jax, you might want to explain the New York State property laws to Miss McCall.
Oh, now you think I have never worked in New York State before. I know nothing about the laws, right? Would you please tell him to take his pompous butt straight down? Please. Whose side are you on, Jax?
I was hoping you could think for yourself and see me as I really am.
No, I do. That's the problem.
What if I hadn't called the family vote? They'd all still be fighting.
Like you care.
I do care. That's why I keep coming back.
No, you come back because you run out of money.
We're all out of money, and I am still here. I love these people. That's why I bring Dylan here. He needs structure. Probably exactly what your mother wanted for you when she convinced Alan and Monica to give you a home.
No, my mother died of breast cancer. You wanted to travel without your teenage son as excess baggage. Can you even see the
It's all an interpretation.
Hello?
I have to see you right now.
Actually, it's a combination Christmas present and social experiment. Does this threaten you?
It's a toy.
Yeah, given to Christina by somebody other than her mother.
Okay, there goes that axe. It's grinding. Do you hear his axe grinding? Give him back the toy. I'll get you another one.
So Christina doesn't need presents from someone other than her mother.
Okay. Thanks for the present. Thanks for coming. Have a nice holiday.
Merry Christmas, Christina. She's an overprotective mother, but an excellent butler. You might pick up some tips.
Why are you eavesdropping?
Look, Nicholas, no one would have known about the treasure if not for Sam.
If I hadn't have found you and carried you to safety, you would have died of hypothermia. Never mind that Emily and I saved your life. You had no intention of telling me about that treasure.
You're damn straight.
Oh, so you're admitting that you tried to defraud me?
The courage isn't your ship.
No, Sam, it isn't yours. And neither is the treasure. Look, I will pay you for the time you spent trying to salvage my freighter, but not for the time spent trying to steal a fortune which does not belong to you.
You're not gonna find anyone to die this time of year.
Oh, I think that can be arranged.
When? By spring? In the middle of the summer? By then my treasure will be gone.
If you're threatening to steal from me, Sam, don't. Real simple. Lay a hand on the treasure, I press charges.
If you happen to pay off the right people or get the law on your side, it won't do you any good because I will disappear with my treasure, okay?
I hope this ends here.
There is no way in how that guy is confiscating my treasure. I'm gonna get it away from the Cassadines and the Quartermains too.
Elizabeth, hey, what happened? Are you all right?
How could you?
How could I what?
After all the secrets I have kept for you, how could you tell Rick that the baby isn't his?
I didn't.
Oh, that's right. You just put a note in his pocket.
No, Elizabeth, I didn't.
Did you know that we got married tonight, Emily? We got married and we were supposed to be going on our honeymoon until Rick went and put his jacket on and found a note in his pocket saying that he wasn't the father of the baby.
Elizabeth, I would never do anything like that to you.
Well, then who did you tell? Did you tell Xander?
No, I didn't tell anyone.
That's good. That's good because it's nobody's business that Xander is the father of this baby. This is my secret. Nobody else's.
I'm really sorry I yelled at you. No, it's okay. Blame the hormones.
I know you would never tell Rick.
No, not without your permission. But it would be so much better if you told Rick the truth. Have I mentioned that?
Yeah, once or twice. And what if Rick starts to figure it out?
Well, somebody obviously did.
Yeah, but who would put a note in his pocket? I mean, that's just so weird.
How many times did you tell me not to keep secrets from Xander? And you're right, Elizabeth. If I'd just been honest from the start, then I would... Rick just walked in.
So, going to Charleston for a honeymoon.
Oh,
you told her, huh?
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm sorry I missed the wedding.
No, that's okay. We'll throw a party in a few weeks, right?
That sounds good.
Emily, I have a couple of minutes alone with my wife.
Sure. Just to be clear, I expect you to treat Elizabeth better this time around.
I understand.
I'll call you later. I'm from Charleston. Okay?
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, bye.
Listen, I want to talk to you about the note.
Oh, God, I can't figure out who would have put that in your
I
pocket.
did.
You what?
I wrote the note and I stuck it in my jacket pocket, and I pretended to be surprised.
Oh, wait a minute. We haven't even been married 12 hours and you're already lying to me?
Elizabeth, you lied to me, too. I knew something was off. I saw what the lie was costing you, and I just tried to help.
So now you know the truth.
I want you to look in my eyes, and I want you to tell me. Is Xander the father of this child?
Yes.
The Quartermains are going to fight you on a 50-50 split. I don't care what they say.
That's why I was hoping you'd draw up a contract.
I will work on it.
Great.
You aren't going to believe this.
What?
Elizabeth married Rick Lansing.
What? When?
Tonight, totally unplanned.
Wow, that's kind of scary.
Yeah. I also spoke to Tracy about the treasure.
Whose idea was that?
Mine. I know Tracy's up to something.
Yeah, well, so is Sam McCall. She threatened to loot the Courage before we get a diving team together.
So then it's a race to the bottom of the Port Charles Harbor.
Yep, and Sam's an experienced diver.
Excuse me, sir. So am I.
Wow, butler, cook, gardener, groom. Groom, you're a diver now, too?
Yes, sir.
Then why are you working for almost nothing?
I need to be close to my daughter, sir. We have fences to mend. If this is too much, I understand, but I am available to assist if you need me.
I'll consider your offer. That'll be all, thank you.
I don't trust that guy for a second, do you?
No, you're about the only person I trust anymore. Between your family and mine, I think we're about to get swallowed up in greed here.
Yeah, well, if we get in too deep, we'll just blow each other back.
Promise?
Yeah. I don't care about the treasure or anything else, as long as I'm with you.
All right. I got presents for everyone. Hi. You too. Nicholas, I never know what to get you, so when you open yours, just pretend you like it, all right? It's really late. I have to get going.
Why? For what?
Well, because Santa's going to be at the hospital. I want to take Christina to see him.
Have fun.
Well, Emily and I, we're going to the hospital. Why don't we all just ride together?
Well, you know what? I don't want to rush you guys.
No, you're not. You're not. I have to stop off and give Lulu her gift.
No. Nice shoes. I see your shoes. Yes, I do. They're beautiful. You know what? Lulu's going to want to spend some time with you, so I think it's just easier. Why don't we just go separate and we'll see you there? Okay?
Okay, what? Why do I get the feeling there's a plot being hatched behind my back? I know that it's in here somewhere. It's a box about the size of a blender. Oh, I ruined the surprise. It's a blender.
Oh, great. Just what I've always wanted.
Yeah, well then you are in for a disappointment because I don't know, I just can't find it. Oh well. I hope that'll do.
It's the most beautiful ring I've ever seen.
Nothing else would be good enough for you.
No, it's too extravagant. You shouldn't have bought it.
No. This ring represents everything you mean to me. The trust I have in you, the faith that you've given me for our future. As long as we're together, we can get through anything.
I'll wear it for the rest of my life. Well, now it's your turn for your present.
Yes. It's a deed to Windermere. Well, that's impossible. I sold it. Alexis filed the paperwork yesterday. I pushed the sale through early so I could have the money to buy your ring.
Well, you should have looked closer at the buyer. But I'm glad you didn't.
You?
With a lot of help from Alexis.
But you don't have that kind of money. Unless Lila released some of your trust fund early.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Side?
I can't.
Notice anything different about me?
Whoa.
Gorgeous.
Well, it's a bit flashy, isn't it?
Don't start, Edward.
Nicholas
What
said he
are
was broke.
Alan and Monica thinking, letting Emily marry Nicholas? I begged Ned to stay away from you. The Cassadines are all mentally unhinged.
People in glass mental institutions shouldn't throw stones.
He's just after her for her trust fund.
Actually, you know what? I think they happen to love each other.
Do you read a lot of women's magazines? You have the lingo down pat.
Who wants a present? Have you been good, little girl? How about you?
Merry Christmas.
Oh, don't you do Santa's blood?
In those days, a decree went out from Caesar Augustus that the whole world should be enrolled, each in their own town. And Joseph went up from Galilee to the city of David that is called Bethlehem, to be enrolled with Mary, his wife, who was with child. While they were there, the time came for Mary to have her child, and she gave birth to her firstborn son. She wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. Now there were shepherds in that region living in the fields and keeping the night watch over their flock. The angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were struck with great fear. The angel said to them, "Fear not, for behold, I bring you tidings of great joy that will be for all people. For today in the city of David, a Savior has been born, who is Christ the Lord."
You can't even wish your own daughter a Merry Christmas, Luke?
I don't belong here, not that it's any of your business.
Well, Leslie Lou's my sister, so it does make it my business. She doesn't care whether you think you belong or not, Luke. She just wants to see her father, that's all.
Well, it's better that she doesn't.
Can't you move past your own selfishness long enough to give your daughter a happy Christmas, Luke?
You're going to lecture me on selfishness? You and your clan? You want I should list the maniacal egomaniacs that have marched across your family history over the last 50 years? Miko, Stavros, Helena, Stefan. And they're all dead, man. All they wanted was power, money, more control. And they're all dead, except Helena, who's worse than dead. She's irrelevant. You're the only one left. You're the end of the line. You're the prince. The prince of what? You're bankrupt. The legacy is over, Nicholas.
You think you're better than the Cassadines? Why don't you prove it? Make a sacrifice. Put your feelings aside and give your daughter a happy Christmas.
Thank you very much for your analysis of my feelings and my parenting skills. Now you can take your holiday cheer, wrap it up in a nice little box, put some ribbon on it, and stuff it somewhere warm until the snow melts.
You know what? You're right. You're right. I shouldn't be wasting your time. You can't comprehend the meaning of anything, much less Christmas, because you're too busy wallowing in your own damn misery. Merry Christmas.